In today's video, you are about to discover you can become rich regardless of your income. And this is so true to the point that until you believe that you can become rich, that possibility cannot happen to you. Your thoughts are your realities, and it is very, very important for you to believe that you too can become rich. Becoming rich is not for the Bill Gates, the Elon Musk, the Mark Zuckerbergs, and so on and so forth. You too can become rich. And in this video, I'm going to share with you how you can become rich regardless of your income. Stay tuned, and not to waste time, let's get straight into the video. I have come to believe that it is not the amount of money that you make that will make you rich. There are people making 6 figures, 7 figures, and yet they are still broke, even though they are making a lot of money. But there are people who are making way lesser amount than those making 6, 7 figures, and today they are rich. And the difference is because of how they manage their money. You can be making a lot of money, but without proper management, you will lose everything that you have. So I want you to stay tuned with me as I share with you how you can be able to manage your money for you to become rich. Being rich or poor depends on your mindset, because your mindset determines who you are. The scripture says that as he thinketh in his heart, or as a man thinketh, so is he. So the way you think is the way you are. Now, I'm about to share with you a simple framework that will help you for you to become rich. Anytime you get your money, remember these 3 things. Number 1, God as your source. Number 2, remember your needs and your wants. And number 3, remember your future. Again, remember God, remember your needs and your wants, and then your future. What do I mean by this? Anytime you receive money, you have to use a portion of that money to honor God. Of a truth, whatever you have, God gave it to you. So God owns everything, okay? So whatever money that you have, all of it belongs to God. But you have to use part of that money to honor God. Do you understand? That can be in a form of tithing, your honor to God, your offerings to God. So anytime you receive money, a portion of that money should be used to honor God. And I would recommend that you pay your tithe. Tithe simply means 10% of your income. And that means that whatever amount of money you make every week, every month, every year, 10% of it belongs to God. You have to use that portion of money to honor God. So 10% goes to God. That's your tithing unto God. Then it is left with 90%. You have to know how to now manage the 90% that you have. Since you've already used 10% to honor God, the problem with many people is that as they take 10% to honor God, they don't know how to manage the 90% remaining. And then they believe subconsciously that once they've honored God with 10%, they can mismanage the 90%, and some way, somehow, God will bring money into their account. And this has become the belief of so many people. So many Christians, respectfully speaking, will pay their tithe unto God, and then they'll mismanage the 90% remaining, hoping that by whatever means, God will do a magic and the money will get back into their account. It doesn't work that way. As you honor God with your 10%, you also have to know how to manage the 90% remaining. And that is what I'm about to share with you. So again, number 1, you use 10% to honor God. It is left with 90%. Out of the 90%, I want you to take 70% of that money to take care of your needs and your wants. So 70% takes care of your needs and then your wants. What are your needs? The things that you can't do without, like your rent or mortgage, transportation, food, and so on and so forth. These are things we can't do without. We need them. They are our necessity for living, so we need them. And also wants like gym membership, eating out, and so on and so forth. So 70% of your income should take care of your needs and your wants. Having said this, it will be left with 20%, and that 20% should take care of your future. That is savings and investment. So in simple terms, the framework is such that 10% of your income goes to God. 70% of your income takes care of your needs and your wants, and 20% of your income, you discipline yourself to save and then invest into your future. When you are able to follow this framework, you would always have enough on you, and that can help you for you to become rich. I'm going to give you a clear example that we can all follow using numbers so that it will be so simple for you as you are watching. Let's assume that every month you are able to make $5,000. In this case, 10% of that money belongs to God. That is $500. So you use that $500 to honor God, to acknowledge Him as your source. Are we together? So $500 out of the $5,000 goes to God. Are we together? So it is left with $4,500. Then 70% of that money takes care of your needs and your wants, the payment of your rent, your food, and everything. 70% of that money, that is going to be $3,500. So $3,500 should be enough to take care of both your needs and your wants. Then it will be left with $1,000, which you are supposed to save and invest that money. And if you follow this framework and you're able to do what I'm telling you, eventually, regardless of your income, you can become rich. And I'm going to demonstrate this for you to see it right here, right now. So let's assume that you are 30 years of age. I don't know your age, but I'm using 30 years right now. And then you intend to retire by age 67. How much do you already have invested? Zero. You don't have anything in investment. Then how much can you invest every month? Remember that you have $1,000 to be invested into your future. And this is the S&P 500, which has done 10 to 12% return on investment for the past 30 years. So just to be conservative, let's choose 10%. Again, by the time you get to your retirement age, you are going to have $4,254,662 US. Again, $4,254,662 US. When you add that to the amount that you've invested, in total, you're going to have $4,698,662 US, approximately $5 million US. That is being conservative by choosing 10%. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Let's assume that you are 20 years of age right now, and if you do the same thing, by the time you get to your retirement age, you will have $12,926,024, approximately $30 million US. Now, this is not Bill Gates rate, but at least you have something that is going to help you to live a comfortable life. This is you living on your paycheck, and then you decide to manage the money well by taking a portion of that money to invest into your life, invest into your future. So if you're watching me right now, you can begin to apply this today. It is never too late. You can open an account and then begin to invest gradually. By the time you realize, you would have a lot of money in your account. Even though you may not be making a lot of money right now, but with the proper management of that money, you can become rich regardless of your income. And this is what I want to share with you today. If you apply this rule, 70-20-10, 70% takes care of your needs and your want, 20% is for savings and investment into your future, and 10% is to honor God. If you are able to do this, you can become rich regardless of your income. And for some of you watching right now, you are living with your parents, so you don't have so many responsibilities on you. If I were to be you, I would invest a lot of money now that I'm still living with my parents. Some of you watching right now, you don't pay rent, you don't pay anything because your parents are doing that for you right now. Take advantage of this season and then invest aggressively, and you can become rich regardless of your income. I hope this blesses you, and I hope you've gotten some value from this video. Do well to share with families and friends, like the video. Also, let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.